looks clear, boys. But stay on your wits. This sum of cash has to get to the human.
Righto, sir. Can't have the Tans getting a step ahead of us, can we?
Move out.
Stop right there, green scum.
You 10 bastard.
I need that cash more than you. Do you really need another tank?
So you resorted to stealing?
As if you earned that money fair and square. Hand it over.
Over my dead body.
Oh, fraud.
Open fire!
Go, go, go!
Bloody hell!
Try not to destroy the desk again. Got it? In a small corner of the internet where kids and adults made stop motions with toy soldiers, a small plastic tank became a collectible. That would be the M60 Boley tank. It was old, it was rare, and it was popularized by many old stop-motion Army Men films. Now, I never saw the same appeal to the tank as others did. I just made my own. But I liked Army Men stop-motions, so I understood why people loved it.
Get behind those rocks and set them up.
It was simply cool. Army Men films showed the tank as the most powerful part of an Army Men arsenal, destroying everything in its path, just like a superhero. However, the main issue was that the tank was unattainable. Production of the toy stopped long ago, and no new ones would be made anytime soon due to the fleeting popularity of toy soldiers. But even then, people were willing to pay hundreds for it if it popped up online, wishing they could get their hands on one eventually. Many have wanted to custom remake the tank for a while. However, it has never happened. But why? I guess that would take effort. Here is a remade Boley tank, custom painted with rotatable turrets and everything. And here is another. And another. And I think you get the idea. Theoretically, I could make as many as I want. But I know what you're thinking. You want to know how these tanks were made. And more importantly, how you can get your hands on one of them. As far as I know, this has been the only successful Boley remake accomplished with 3D printing. To begin this project, I asked some lovely people from the community for measurements and images of the tank. So shout out to these two for helping me out. This project wouldn't be possible without them, although you made my job a lot harder using inches. Then using a free 3D modeling program that you might have all heard of, Blender, I 3D modeled the tank down to the tiniest detail. This isn't the hardest thing to do since the tank is pretty simplistic. And plus, I kinda have a lot of experience in this area. Of course, modeling wasn't easy either. Not only did I have to model the tank from scratch, I had to make it assemblable because it's difficult to 3D print an object in one piece. But I won't go over how I made the tank exactly in this video. Maybe in another if you're interested. And after finishing the model, I just 3D printed it on one of my 3D printers. Using 3D printing made recreating the tank much easier than making a mold like others have proposed. Additionally, because it was 3D printed, it means you can 3D print one too. Now, here's what you actually care about. So how much will this 3D model cost you? Luckily for you, I have posted this model for free to download. Ready to print. Link in the description. And although I would love to earn a buck or two from this, I would hate to have to put another barrier on getting the tank just due to my greed. Plus, I know a lot of you are kids, so you're probably broke. However, if you are feeling generous, you can pay for the Boley model anyways and get this exclusive model of the Boley tank that is pieced together. This way you can support me so I can make more models like this one. In this modern day and age, all you need to make a Boley is knowledge and a 3D printer. If you want a guide on getting a 3D printer, try checking out my other video on the topic. You can 3D print this model easily on any standard 3D printer because the model is split up into parts. And you know what? For demonstration, I'll print a new Boley right now. Here I'm in Cura, the program used to slice the model for 3D print. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, you might want to watch some beginner videos on 3D printing. Once you download and extract the files, all the pieces you need are just in this folder. I'll simply import the file here and it's ready to go. No supporting, no resizing, no hassle. I will be printing mine at a layer height of 0.05mm to get the best detail, which might take a while. Once you print the pieces, this is what you got. The only thing I did to these pieces was sanding them to make the layer lines less visible. If you want, take a snapshot here to see what pieces are needed to make the Boley. Now, let's put it together. I'll be using some simple superglue to assemble the model, which I got from Dollar Tree. And there you go, a custom Boley tank. Now, if you're old enough or fortunate enough to own a Resin 3D printer, you can print this tank in much fewer pieces. Since I do have both printers, I found that the best way to print a Boley is to print the hull and turrets in resin, and the tracks in filament. Now here comes the more enjoyable part, painting it however you like.
What is it? Crikey! Oh, duck and roll!
And there you have it. Now, this remake is slightly different from the original, of course. It may have print lines, the details are slightly different, and the wheels at the bottom are absent. Don't worry, original Boley owners can still be proud. But of course, not all of you have a 3D printer handy. If that's the case, I will be selling a few custom-made Boleys online for quite a hefty price. Sorry guys, I'm a high schooler, not a manufacturer. So if I'm gonna make a Boley, I'm gonna need a incentive. So I suggest you start looking into 3D printing instead. Then you can make as many Boleys as you want, and maybe you can print one of my other models that are available online. Now go out there and make yourself some Boleys. Build that armament collection. Make more stop motions, and most importantly, make yourself some more fun.
Covering fire! Papa, don't stop!
Nice doing business with you.
There she is.
Alright, Jenner, let's teach these damn hands how to win a war